Imagine a world where creatures possess abilities so incredible that they seem to defy the laws of nature. A world where animals can punch harder than a bullet, survive the vacuum of space, or even regrow entire limbs. It might sound like a scene straight out of a superhero movie, but the truth is, these abilities aren't fiction, they exist in the animal kingdom, hidden in plain sight. Everywhere across the planet, from the depths of the ocean to the highest mountains, animals have evolved biological superpowers that make even the most advanced human technologies look primitive. Some creatures have the ability to heal wounds at a rate we can only dream of, while others use their bodies as living weapons, generating lethal electricity or delivering chemical blasts capable of warding off any attacker. These aren't just quirks of nature, they are survival mechanisms honed through millions of years of evolution, allowing species to thrive in environments where ordinary adaptations simply wouldn't be enough. But how do these remarkable abilities come to be? Evolution is a process of trial and error, where only the strongest, fastest, or most adaptable individuals survive to pass on their genes. Over countless generations, certain species have developed enhancements that allow them to outmaneuver predators, secure food in harsh conditions, and ensure their continued existence. This isn't just about being bigger or faster, it's about having the right advantage at the right time. And sometimes, that means developing powers so astonishing that they seem to belong in a comic book rather than the natural world. Take, for example, the Mantis shrimp, an unassuming little crustacean that possesses a punch so fast and powerful it creates bubbles hotter than the surface of the sun. Or the axolotl, a salamander that can regrow not just limbs but parts of its brain and spinal cord. Then there's the mimic octopus, a master shapeshifter that can disguise itself as multiple different marine animals, tricking both prey and predators with its uncanny transformations. As we dive deeper into the fascinating world of animal superpowers, we'll explore creatures with abilities that push the limits of what we thought possible. From the microscopic tardigrade, which can survive the vacuum of space, to the electric eel that can generate shocking voltages powerful enough to disable large predators, each of these animals is a testament to nature's creativity and resilience. Throughout this journey, we'll uncover the science behind these incredible adaptations, backed by real-world case studies, expert research, and mind-blowing statistics. How does the bombardier beetle release a boiling chemical explosion without harming itself? What allows the star-nosed mole to detect food in less than 200 milliseconds? Why does the Arctic tern migrate nearly 44,000 miles a year without rest? These aren't just random evolutionary tricks, they are nature's way of ensuring survival in an ever-changing world. Beyond their fascinating abilities, these animals hold the key to potential breakthroughs in science, medicine, and technology. Researchers are studying the regenerative capabilities of the axolotl to unlock the secrets of human tissue regeneration. The structural resilience of the Mantis shrimp's club-like appendages is inspiring the development of stronger materials for armor and aerospace engineering. Even the navigation skills of pigeons, which rely on Earth's magnetic fields, could pave the way for advancements in GPS and navigation systems. As we explore the astonishing abilities of these real-life superheroes, one question lingers: If humans could harness just one of these animal superpowers, how different would our world be? Let's take a deep dive into the most mind-blowing, unbelievable, and scientifically fascinating animal superpowers ever discovered. Super strength and endurance. Nature's most powerful athlete, the mantis shrimp, the punch that can break glass. Beneath the surface of the ocean, hiding among coral reefs and sandy seabeds, lives a creature with a weapon so powerful that it defies the limits of biology. The mantis shrimp may look small and unassuming, but it possesses one of the most devastating punches in the animal kingdom. With lightning speed, this marine predator can strike its prey with a force of 1,500 newtons, accelerating its club-like appendage at over 50 miles per hour. That's the equivalent of a .22 caliber bullet being fired underwater. This isn't just brute force, it's a biological marvel. When the mantis shrimp strikes, it doesn't just rely on the impact itself. The speed of its punch creates tiny air bubbles in a process known as cavitation, and when these bubbles collapse, they release shock waves and temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun. This secondary impact is powerful enough to stun or kill prey instantly, even if the initial strike somehow misses. It's an ability that allows the mantis shrimp to shatter the thick shells of crabs, clams, and other armored sea creatures, making it one of the ocean's most efficient hunters. The resilience of its club is equally astonishing. Despite delivering thousands of high-impact punches throughout its lifetime, the mantis shrimp's striking limb remains undamaged. Scientists studying this creature have discovered that its club is reinforced with a unique, layered structure that disperses energy in a way that prevents cracks from forming. This discovery has led to research in developing ultra-durable materials for everything from military armor to aircraft components. In a world where human engineering constantly seeks inspiration from nature, the mantis shrimp proves that some of the best designs have already existed for millions of years. The dung beetle, the strongest creature on Earth. While strength in the animal kingdom is often associated with size, one of the most powerful creatures in existence is barely the size of a thumbnail. The dung beetle, an insect often overlooked in favor of larger, more visually striking animals, holds the title of the strongest creature relative to its body weight. Capable of pulling objects that are 1,141 times heavier than itself, the dung beetle's strength is nothing short of extraordinary. To put this into perspective, if a human had the same proportional strength, they would be able to pull 6 fully loaded double-decker buses. Unlike larger animals that rely on sheer muscle mass, the dung beetle's power comes from its uniquely structured legs and exoskeleton, which allow it to generate incredible force without suffering from strain or injury. This adaptation is essential for the beetle's survival, as its entire existence revolves around finding, rolling, and burying dung as a food source and breeding ground. Researchers have long been fascinated by how such a small insect can generate so much force. Studies have shown that the dung beetle's hind legs contain a dense concentration of muscle fibers that allow for maximum output with minimal energy expenditure. In addition to its brute strength, it also has remarkable endurance, capable of rolling a ball of dung for hours without stopping. Some species even engage in physical combat, pushing and wrestling each other for access to the best dung piles. In the world of insects, where competition is fierce, the dung beetle's incredible power gives it a significant advantage. Beyond its physical strength, the dung beetle also possesses an unusual navigation ability. Certain species can orient themselves using the Milky Way, a skill rarely found in terrestrial animals. This cosmic navigation system allows them to move in a straight line, ensuring they can transport their dung balls efficiently without getting lost. This combination of extreme strength, endurance, and navigational precision makes the dung beetle one of nature's most impressive powerhouses. The Arctic tern, the greatest long-distance traveler. The strength isn't always about muscle power. Sometimes, endurance is the true test of nature's most formidable athletes. The Arctic tern, a small seabird with an unremarkable appearance, holds one of the most astonishing records in the natural world. Every year, this bird embarks on the longest migration of any known animal, traveling an astounding 44,000 miles from the Arctic to the Antarctic and back again. This journey allows the tern to experience 2 summers annually, following an endless cycle of sunlight and warmth. What makes this migration even more extraordinary is the sheer physical toll it takes. The Arctic tern spends most of its life in flight, constantly battling strong winds, harsh weather, and vast stretches of open ocean. Despite these challenges, it manages to complete this journey year after year without fail. Scientists have studied the tern's endurance and discovered that its body is uniquely adapted for sustained flight. Its lightweight frame, highly efficient muscles, and aerodynamic wing structure allow it to glide effortlessly for long distances, minimizing the energy required to stay airborne. The Arctic tern's ability to navigate such vast distances is also a testament to the hidden superpowers of the animal kingdom. Unlike humans, who rely on GPS technology, the tern uses Earth's magnetic field and the position of the sun to maintain its course. This built-in guidance system ensures that it never loses its way, despite traveling through some of the most remote and featureless landscapes on the planet. Beyond its migration, the Arctic tern's resilience is another remarkable trait. It faces threats from predators, climate change, and habitat loss, yet continues to thrive across its global range. Its ability to withstand such extreme conditions and travel further than any other living creature cements its place as one of nature's greatest endurance champions. As we explore these awe-inspiring examples of strength and endurance, one thing becomes clear: in the animal kingdom, power comes in many forms. Whether it's the brute force of the mantis shrimp's punch, the raw lifting power of the dung beetle, or the boundless stamina of the Arctic tern, each of these creatures showcases a unique adaptation that allows them to survive and thrive in their environments. These abilities aren't just impressive, they're essential to their survival, demonstrating the incredible ways in which evolution has shaped life on Earth. Their stories also serve as inspiration for scientific advancements. Researchers continue to study the mantis shrimp's impact-resistant limb to develop stronger materials, the dung beetle's muscular structure to understand biomechanics, and the Arctic tern's navigation to improve GPS technology. The natural world is filled with hidden superpowers, waiting to be discovered and harnessed for future innovations. This is just the beginning. As we continue exploring the most astonishing animal superpowers, prepare to be amazed by creatures that can regenerate limbs, turn invisible, and even generate electricity. Nature's real-life superheroes are more extraordinary than anything we could ever imagine. Invincibility and regeneration, nature's real-life immortals. The tardigrade, the immortal water bear in the microscopic world, where most creatures exist at the mercy of their surroundings, there is one organism that seems to defy the laws of nature itself. The tardigrade, often called the water bear, is a tiny but nearly indestructible creature that has baffled scientists for decades. Measuring less than a millimeter in length, this seemingly unremarkable organism has an ability that no other living thing on Earth possesses. It can survive almost anything. Tardigrades have been subjected to some of the harshest conditions known to science, and they always come out unscathed. They have survived exposure to extreme heat exceeding 300 degrees Fahrenheit and the bone-chilling cold of 328 degrees. They can endure crushing pressure that would instantly kill a human and have been found thriving deep in the ocean, in the vacuum of space, and even in the most radioactive environments on Earth. Their secret lies in a remarkable biological process called cryptobiosis, in which they expel almost all moisture from their bodies and enter a state of suspended animation. In this form, they can remain dormant for decades, withstanding complete desiccation, radiation, and even the passage of time itself. In one study, scientists revived tardigrades that had been frozen for over 30 years, and within hours, they were crawling and reproducing as if nothing had happened. More astonishingly, some tardigrades have survived space travel, proving that life can exist beyond Earth's atmosphere. In 2007, a group of tardigrades was exposed to the vacuum of space, where they endured lethal UV radiation from the sun and still managed to survive upon their return to Earth. This raises profound questions about the possibility of life surviving on other planets or traveling across the universe on asteroids. The study of tardigrades isn't just a scientific curiosity, it has real-world implications. Researchers are analyzing the unique proteins that prevent cellular damage from radiation and extreme conditions, hoping to develop ways to preserve human tissues, enhance space travel, and even improve medical treatments for radiation exposure. If there is any animal that embodies the concept of biological invincibility, it is the tardigrade, a microscopic marvel that has outlived mass extinctions and may continue to exist long after humans are gone. The axolotl, the animal that can regrow body parts in the lakes of Mexico, an unusual amphibian exists with an ability that defies everything we know about biology. The axolotl, often called the Mexican walking fish, possesses one of the most astonishing regenerative capabilities in the animal kingdom. Unlike humans, who can only heal small wounds and scars, the axolotl can regrow entire limbs, parts of its spinal cord, and even sections of its heart and brain. This ability is so advanced that if an axolotl loses a limb, it can regenerate it perfectly, including bones, muscles, nerves, and blood vessels, with no scar tissue left behind. What makes the axolotl even more unique is that it retains its juvenile form throughout its life, a phenomenon known as neoteny. While most amphibians undergo metamorphosis, transitioning from aquatic larvae to land-dwelling adults, the axolotl remains in its larval stage, keeping its external gills and fully aquatic lifestyle. This trait allows it to continue regenerating tissues at an astonishing rate, a process that has captivated scientists searching for the genetic secrets behind its abilities. Researchers studying the axolotl's DNA have found that its genome is 10 times larger than that of humans, containing special genes responsible for tissue regeneration. Unlike human cells, which form scar tissue in response to injury, axolotl cells revert to an embryonic-like state, allowing them to rebuild lost body parts seamlessly. The implications of this research are profound, as scientists are exploring how these genes might be used to unlock regenerative abilities in humans. Imagine a future where humans could regrow damaged organs or even limbs using the same biological processes as the axolotl. Beyond its biological superpowers, the axolotl plays an important role in its ecosystem, but its existence is under threat. Habitat destruction, pollution, and the introduction of invasive species have caused wild axolotl populations to decline dramatically, and they are now considered critically endangered. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these remarkable creatures, but their greatest legacy may lie in what they can teach us about regeneration and healing. If we can harness even a fraction of the axolotl's regenerative power, it could revolutionize medicine and extend the limits of human healing beyond what we ever thought possible. The planarian flatworm, the ultimate regenerator. While many animals have impressive regenerative abilities, few can match the astonishing resilience of the planarian flatworm. This small, seemingly simple worm has a biological trick that puts it in a category of its own. It can regenerate its entire body from just a tiny fragment. If cut in half, each half will grow into a new worm. If divided into multiple pieces, each piece can regrow into a complete, fully functional organism. Unlike most animals, which rely on specialized stem cells for regeneration, planarians possess a unique type of pluripotent stem cell called neoblasts, which exist throughout their bodies. These cells allow them to rebuild lost tissue with incredible precision, making them one of the most regenerative organisms on the planet. In some experiments, scientists have cut planarians into more than 200 pieces, and each one regenerated into a new, fully formed worm. But the most astonishing discovery about planarians goes beyond their ability to regrow limbs. Researchers have found that when planarians regenerate, they don't just restore their bodies, they also retain memories. In one study, worms were trained to navigate a maze, and when they were decapitated and regrew their heads, they still remembered how to solve the maze. This suggests that memory storage in these creatures may not be confined to the brain but could be distributed throughout the nervous system in a way that challenges our fundamental understanding of cognition and intelligence. The implications of this research extend far beyond biology. Scientists are exploring whether the mechanisms behind planarian regeneration could be applied to human medicine, particularly in the field of neuroregeneration. If we could unlock the same cellular processes, it might one day be possible to regenerate spinal cord injuries, reverse neurodegenerative diseases, or even extend human lifespans. While the planarian flatworm may not be as famous as the axolotl or as indestructible as the tardigrade, its regenerative abilities make it one of the most fascinating creatures in the natural world. Its biology challenges our understanding of life, death, and memory, proving that nature's superpowers often exist in the most unexpected places. The world of invincibility and regeneration is one that science is only beginning to understand. From the tardigrade's near immortality to the axolotl's miraculous tissue regrowth and the planarian flatworm's ability to rebuild itself from a fragment, these creatures push the boundaries of what life is capable of. Each of them holds secrets that could transform medicine, space exploration, and even our understanding of consciousness itself. As scientists continue to study these biological marvels, one thing becomes clear: nature has already perfected many of the abilities that humans dream of achieving. If we can unlock the genetic and cellular secrets behind these extraordinary creatures, we may one day enter an era where disease, injury, and even aging are no longer the barriers there today. The lessons hidden within these regenerating and invincible organisms could hold the key to a future where humans are no longer limited by the constraints of biology. Invisibility and camouflage, nature's masters of disguise. The cuttlefish, the master of disguise, deep beneath the ocean's surface, where predators lurk and prey must stay vigilant, there exists an animal with a superpower that allows it to vanish in plain sight. The cuttlefish, a relative of squids and octopuses, is one of nature's most astonishing masters of disguise. Unlike chameleons, which take time to adjust their colors, the cuttlefish can change its appearance instantly, adapting to its surroundings in mere milliseconds. This remarkable ability isn't just about color. The cuttlefish can alter its skin texture and even its shape, making it nearly impossible for both prey and predators to detect. This transformation is made possible by specialized skin cells known as chromatophores, iridophores, and leucophores. Chromatophores contain sacs of pigment, which expand or contract to produce different colors, while iridophores and leucophores manipulate light to create iridescence and brightness. Unlike any other animal, the cuttlefish has such precise control over these cells that it can create detailed patterns and complex illusions. Scientists have observed cuttlefish mimicking the texture of coral, blending seamlessly with sand, and even imitating the shifting ripples of sunlight in shallow waters. But the cuttlefish's abilities don't stop at camouflage. It also uses its color-changing powers to communicate and even hypnotize prey. When hunting, the cuttlefish flashes mesmerizing patterns of shifting colors, creating a strobe light effect that disorients small fish and crustaceans, leaving them momentarily paralyzed. This brief moment of confusion is all the cuttlefish needs to strike, snatching its prey with lightning-fast tentacles. Its intelligence is another fascinating aspect of its survival strategy. Despite having a relatively short lifespan, cuttlefish are among the most intelligent invertebrates on the planet, capable of problem-solving, remembering patterns, and even showing signs of future planning. Their combination of camouflage, hypnotic hunting techniques, and intelligence makes them one of the most extraordinary creatures in the ocean, proving that invisibility is more than just hiding. It can be a sophisticated tool for survival. The glass frog, almost completely transparent, kept high in the rainforests of Central and South America. Among the dense canopy where light filters through the leaves in a dazzling display, there exists a creature that defies expectations of visibility. The glass frog, a tiny amphibian, possesses an unusual trait that makes it nearly invisible. Its body is almost completely transparent. Unlike most animals that rely on external camouflage, the glass frog's invisibility is built directly into its anatomy. With skin so translucent that its organs can be seen through its belly, the glass frog is a marvel of natural engineering. In some species, the heart, liver, and even the digestive system are clearly visible, making the frog appear as though it is nothing more than a fragile outline against the leaves where it rests. This transparency allows it to remain undetected by predators, particularly from birds and snakes that hunt by sight. Scientists have long been fascinated by the glass frog's ability to remain unseen despite having internal organs that should theoretically reflect light. Recent studies suggest that the frog's ability to control the transparency of its blood plays a crucial role. During rest, its red blood cells cluster together in the liver, reducing their visibility and enhancing its ghost-like appearance. But when the frog is active, the blood disperses again, making it look slightly more opaque. This dynamic invisibility helps it balance between being concealed when vulnerable and maintaining proper bodily functions when awake. Unlike cuttlefish, which actively change their colors, the glass frog relies on stillness and selective translucency to avoid detection. It typically clings to the undersides of leaves, allowing light to pass through its body in such a way that it becomes virtually indistinguishable from its environment. This passive camouflage is an evolutionary adaptation that has allowed the glass frog to survive in one of the most predator-rich environments on Earth. Understanding how glass frogs manipulate their blood and translucency has implications beyond biology. Scientists studying their physiology hope to apply these findings to medical advancements, particularly in the fields of tissue engineering and blood clotting regulation. The ability to make certain biological structures invisible could lead to breakthroughs in optical technology and even artificial camouflage. In the world of nature's invisibility tricks, the glass frog stands as one of the most unique examples of evolution's ingenuity. The mimic octopus, the impersonator of the sea, deep in the murky waters of Indonesia's tropical seas, an octopus exists with a talent unlike any other in the animal kingdom. The mimic octopus, a creature of unmatched deception, doesn't just change its appearance like a cuttlefish, it takes camouflage to an entirely new level by transforming its entire body into the likeness of other animals. This master impersonator can convincingly mimic more than 15 different marine species, including lionfish, sea snakes, jellyfish, and even flatfish. Unlike static camouflage, where an animal blends into its surroundings, the mimic octopus performs active deception. If threatened by a predator, it carefully selects the best disguise to deter the attacker. When confronted by a predatory fish, it stretches out its arms and sways like a venomous sea snake. If a larger predator looms, it spreads its limbs, forming the illusion of a dangerous lionfish with spiky, venomous fins. At times, it even flattens its body against the ocean floor, moving like a flounder to slip past danger unnoticed. The mimic octopus's ability to choose which creature to imitate based on the specific threat it faces suggests a level of intelligence that is rarely seen in marine life. This cephalopod is not just reacting instinctively, it is making decisions in real time, demonstrating a complex understanding of its environment and potential dangers. This extraordinary adaptability has fascinated marine biologists, who are still uncovering the full extent of the mimic octopus's cognitive abilities. What makes this deception even more remarkable is that the mimic octopus doesn't just imitate random animals, it selects creatures that local predators instinctively avoid. This means that it has an inherent understanding of the predator-prey relationships in its ecosystem, allowing it to exploit these dynamics to its advantage. Unlike simple color-changing camouflage, this form of mimicry requires memory, intelligence, and problem-solving skills. The existence of such a creature raises fascinating questions about the evolution of intelligence in the animal kingdom. While many animals rely on brute strength, speed, or venom for survival, the mimic octopus has taken a completely different approach, proving that sometimes the best defense isn't just to hide, it's to become something else entirely. Its ability to shift identities at will has also inspired advancements in biomimicry, a field where scientists study natural adaptations to develop new technologies. Imagine clothing that can change color instantly, military uniforms that adapt to their surroundings, or even robotic designs that can transform their shape based on environmental needs. The mimic octopus is living proof that nature has already perfected some of the most advanced forms of adaptive technology. As we uncover the secrets of these masters of invisibility and disguise, one thing becomes clear: the ability to vanish, mislead, or remain undetected is a survival tool more powerful than brute strength. Whether through dynamic skin changes, near-total transparency, or active mimicry, these creatures have evolved to outsmart their predators in ways that challenge our understanding of the natural world. From the rapid transformations of the cuttlefish to the glass frog's internal invisibility and the mimic octopus's unparalleled ability to impersonate other animals, these adaptations are among the most astonishing in the animal kingdom. Their abilities may seem like magic, but they are the result of millions of years of evolution refining the art of deception. In a world where survival depends on the ability to remain unseen, these creatures are true masters of their craft. Electricity and magnetism, nature's hidden forces. The electric eel, the living taser. In the dark, murky waters of the Amazon and Orinoco river basins, a creature exists with a built-in weapon that seems almost supernatural. The electric eel, a long, snake-like fish, possesses the astonishing ability to generate electricity within its body and unleash it as a powerful shock. With a burst of up to 860 volts, it can stun prey, deter predators, and even navigate its environment. This makes the electric eel one of the most shocking examples of nature's ability to harness electrical energy for survival. Unlike the small static shocks humans sometimes experience, the electric eel's discharge is a controlled and deadly weapon. Its body contains specialized cells known as electrocytes, which act like tiny biological batteries. When activated, these cells release a synchronized electrical charge, creating a current strong enough to knock a fish unconscious or force an attacking predator to retreat. Some researchers have observed electric eels using their shocks not just to stun prey but to herd them into confined spaces, demonstrating a level of strategic hunting rarely seen in fish. Even more fascinating is how the electric eel uses electricity as a sixth sense. In the pitch-black waters where visibility is almost non-existent, the eel emits low-voltage pulses to scan its surroundings. This ability, known as electrolocation, allows it to detect objects and movement in the water, essentially seeing through electric fields. By reading the disturbances in these fields, the electric eel can locate hidden prey, even those buried in the riverbed. Scientists are studying electric eels for potential technological applications. Researchers are developing bioelectric batteries inspired by the eel's ability to generate electricity, with hopes of creating energy sources that could power medical implants and even wearable electronics. Understanding how nature has perfected electrical generation could one day lead to breakthroughs in renewable energy and human technology. The electric eel proves that in the animal kingdom, power doesn't always come from muscle. It can come from a jolt of pure electricity. The platypus, the mammal that hunts with electricity in the rivers of Australia, an animal exists that defies classification. The platypus, with its duck-like bill, beaver-like tail, and webbed feet, seems like an evolutionary experiment, as if nature combined parts of different creatures into one. But beyond its bizarre appearance, the platypus possesses a hidden superpower that makes it even more extraordinary. It hunts using electricity. Unlike most mammals, which rely on sight and smell to locate food, the platypus has developed an advanced electroreception system built into its bill. This means that instead of seeing or hearing its prey, the platypus detects the tiny electrical signals produced by muscle movement in the water. Every time a fish or insect larva twitches, it releases weak bioelectric signals, and the platypus picks up these signals instantly, giving it an unparalleled hunting advantage in murky waters where visibility is low. This ability allows the platypus to navigate and hunt even in complete darkness. When it dives, it automatically closes its eyes, ears, and nostrils, relying entirely on its electroreception to find food. It sweeps its sensitive bill along the riverbed, detecting the faintest pulses of life beneath the surface. In a way, the platypus experiences the world in electrical patterns, sensing prey that remains invisible to other predators. What makes the platypus's electroreception even more remarkable is its level of sensitivity. It has over 40,000 electroreceptors in its bill, allowing it to detect the weakest electric fields with extreme precision. This puts it in an exclusive club of animals that use electroreception, alongside sharks and rays, but the platypus is the only known mammal with this capability. Scientists have studied the platypus's electroreception in hopes of applying similar principles to robotic technology. Engineers are exploring the development of underwater drones that mimic the platypus's ability to sense objects using electric fields, which could revolutionize deep-sea exploration and search and rescue missions in low-visibility environments. This strange little mammal, often dismissed as an evolutionary oddity, may hold the key to advancements in sensory technology that could reshape the way humans explore the world. The pigeon, the bird with a built-in GPS. While most animals navigate using sight, memory, or scent, one species has developed a built-in GPS system that rivals the most advanced human technology. The humble pigeon, often overlooked in urban environments, possesses a hidden superpower that allows it to navigate across vast distances with uncanny accuracy. Using Earth's magnetic field, pigeons can find their way home from thousands of miles away, a feat that has baffled scientists for centuries. This ability, known as magnetoreception, allows pigeons to detect and interpret Earth's magnetic field as if they had an internal compass. While humans rely on GPS satellites for navigation, pigeons have evolved biological senses in their beaks and eyes that allow them to sense magnetic forces and map out their routes. Studies suggest that pigeons have tiny iron-rich cells in their beaks that function as natural magnetoreceptors, helping them determine direction and position relative to their home. But pigeons don't rely solely on magnetoreception. They also integrate visual landmarks, the position of the sun, and even olfactory cues to enhance their navigation. This makes them one of the most reliable long-distance travelers in the animal kingdom. During wartime, pigeons were used as messengers, carrying vital communications across enemy lines when traditional methods failed. Their ability to navigate through unfamiliar terrain with pinpoint precision made them indispensable allies in military operations. The study of pigeon navigation has led to fascinating discoveries about how animals perceive the world. Some researchers believe that understanding magnetoreception could lead to breakthroughs in human navigation, including wearable technology that taps into Earth's magnetic field to assist the visually impaired. Scientists are also exploring how birds' magnetic perception could inspire advancements in drone technology, creating autonomous flying robots that can navigate complex landscapes without relying on satellite signals. Despite being common city-dwelling birds, pigeons possess an ability that humans have only recently begun to understand. Their natural GPS system demonstrates that evolution has equipped animals with tools far more advanced than we once thought possible. In a world where we depend on technology to find our way, pigeons remind us that nature has been perfecting navigation for millions of years. As we uncover the hidden forces that animals use to survive, one thing becomes clear: electricity and magnetism are not just abstract scientific concepts. They are living, breathing tools of survival, refined by evolution and used in ways that continue to amaze researchers. From the electric eel's shocking defense mechanism to the platypus's ability to hunt without sight and the pigeon's magnetic guidance system, these creatures prove that nature has developed solutions to challenges that human technology is only beginning to grasp. The world is filled with animals that have evolved superpowers beyond our imagination. Whether it's electricity, magnetism, or other unseen forces, these abilities remind us that nature is always one step ahead. The question now is, how much more is left to be discovered? If these creatures have already revealed so much about the possibilities of bioelectricity and navigation, what other hidden superpowers might still be waiting in the unexplored corners of our planet? Extreme defense mechanisms, nature's ultimate survivors. The bombardier beetle, the chemical warfare specialist. In the world of insects, survival is often a matter of speed, camouflage, or venom. But one tiny creature has developed a defense mechanism so advanced that it seems more like science fiction than reality. The bombardier beetle, a small, unassuming insect, possesses one of nature's most powerful chemical weapons. When threatened, this beetle doesn't bite or sting. It unleashes a boiling hot chemical explosion from its abdomen, blasting predators with a mix of toxic compounds that can reach temperatures of nearly 212 degrees Fahrenheit. The secret behind this incredible ability lies in the beetle's internal chemistry. Inside its body, the bombardier beetle stores two separate chemicals, hydroquinone and hydrogen peroxide, in a specialized chamber. When danger approaches, the beetle mixes these compounds in a reaction chamber lined with catalytic enzymes, triggering a violent chemical reaction. This reaction produces a scalding hot, highly pressurized spray, which is ejected in rapid-fire bursts, much like a machine gun. The result is a series of explosive discharges that deter predators and allow the beetle to escape unharmed. What makes this defense mechanism even more astonishing is its precision. The bombardier beetle can aim its chemical blasts in different directions, adjusting its trajectory to hit targets with remarkable accuracy. Whether facing an attacking spider, bird, or even a human hand, the beetle can swivel its abdomen and release its toxic payload in a controlled, targeted strike. Scientists have studied the bombardier beetle's chemical warfare in hopes of applying its principles to human technology. Researchers are exploring how its chemical mixing system could inspire safer, more efficient fuel injection systems, while others are looking into how its pressurized spray mechanism could lead to advancements in medicine, such as targeted drug delivery. The bombardier beetle proves that nature has been perfecting chemical defense systems for millions of years, long before humans ever thought to develop them. The hairy frog, the wolverine frog in the rainforests of Central Africa, an amphibian lurks in the shadows with a defense mechanism unlike any other. The hairy frog, also known as the wolverine frog, has a shocking ability that seems straight out of a comic book. When threatened, this frog breaks its own bones and forces sharp claws through its skin, turning itself into a living weapon. Unlike typical claws found in mammals, birds, or reptiles, the hairy frog's claws are not permanent structures. They are hidden within the frog's body, only emerging when needed. When danger strikes, the frog flexes its foot muscles in a way that shatters small bones in its toes. These broken bones then pierce through the skin, forming razor-sharp claws that can be used to slash at predators. While this process may seem painful, the frog appears to recover quickly, regenerating its damaged tissue over time. The hairy frog's bizarre adaptation has fascinated scientists, who believe it may have evolved as a last resort defense mechanism against snakes, birds, and other predators. Since the frog does not produce venom or have the ability to outrun its attackers, it relies on this extreme method to defend itself. The self-inflicted injury is a high-risk strategy, but it provides an immediate and effective way to fight back when escape is impossible. Researchers are investigating whether the hairy frog's bone structure and healing capabilities could offer insights into human medicine. If scientists can understand how the frog heals its broken bones so efficiently, it may lead to advancements in regenerative medicine, potentially aiding in the development of treatments for bone fractures and degenerative conditions like osteoporosis. The hairy frog stands as one of the most dramatic examples of how nature has evolved unique and extreme survival strategies, proving that sometimes, the best defense is one that comes from within. The opossum, the master of playing dead. Not all animals rely on brute force or chemical attacks to defend themselves. Some have mastered the art of deception, tricking their predators into losing interest. The opossum, a small nocturnal marsupial found in North and South America, has perfected one of nature's most famous survival strategies, playing dead. When faced with a life-threatening situation, the opossum doesn't run, fight, or attack. Instead, it collapses into a catatonic state, its body going completely limp as if it had suddenly dropped dead. Its eyes glaze over, its mouth hangs open, and its tongue flops out, creating the perfect illusion of a lifeless corpse. But the deception doesn't stop there. The opossum also releases a foul-smelling fluid from its anal glands, mimicking the stench of rotting flesh. This repulsive odor discourages scavengers and predators from consuming what they believe to be decaying meat. This dramatic act, known as thanatosis, is not a conscious decision but rather an automatic response triggered by extreme stress. The opossum's nervous system forces it into an involuntary coma-like state, which can last anywhere from a few minutes to several hours. During this time, it remains completely motionless, even if poked or prodded. Once the danger has passed, the opossum gradually revives, regaining control of its body and slipping away unnoticed. The effectiveness of this survival tactic lies in the instincts of its predators. Many carnivorous animals prefer fresh prey and avoid consuming dead or diseased animals to prevent sickness. This means that an opossum faking its own death is often left untouched, giving it the perfect opportunity to escape once the predator moves on. Scientists have studied the opossum's unique ability to enter this state and recover without harm. Understanding how its body regulates this response could provide valuable insights into medical fields such as trauma recovery, coma research, and even stress management. Additionally, the opossum is naturally resistant to snake venom, a trait that has caught the interest of researchers seeking potential treatments for venomous bites in humans. The opossum's approach to survival is a testament to the power of deception. Instead of relying on strength, speed, or aggression, it uses one of the simplest yet most effective methods, convincing its enemies that it is already dead. In the wild, where survival depends on quick thinking and adaptability, the opossum proves that sometimes, the smartest move is to do nothing at all. The evolution of extreme defense mechanisms, the bombardier beetle, the hairy frog, and the opossum are just a few examples of nature's most extreme defense mechanisms, but they highlight an important truth about evolution: survival often requires creativity. Whether it's through chemical explosions, self-inflicted weaponry, or masterful deception, these animals have developed unique strategies that ensure their survival in the face of overwhelming odds. These defense mechanisms also reveal how evolution tailors survival strategies to fit specific environments. The bombardier beetle's chemical spray is ideal for deterring fast-moving predators like spiders and birds, while the hairy frog's bone-breaking claws provide a sudden, unexpected counterattack. Meanwhile, the opossum's ability to feign death exploits the instincts of predators that prefer fresh kills, giving it a second chance at life. Beyond their immediate survival benefits, these adaptations offer valuable insights into science and medicine. Researchers studying these animals are uncovering new ways to improve materials, develop medical treatments, and even advance technology. Whether it's bio-inspired engineering based on the bombardier beetle's chemical defense or regenerative medicine influenced by the hairy frog's healing abilities, nature continues to be one of the greatest sources of innovation. Nature's extreme defenders demonstrate that survival is about more than just being the biggest or strongest. Sometimes, the most powerful weapon is the ability to outthink, outmaneuver, and outlast whatever the world throws your way. Whether through an explosion of toxic chemicals, an unexpected set of claws, or the perfect performance of a lifeless body, these creatures remind us that in the battle for survival, nature always finds a way. Superhuman senses, the hidden powers of nature. The moth, the best hearing in the animal kingdom. In the silent struggle between predator and prey, sound can mean the difference between life and death. For millions of years, moths have been locked in an evolutionary arms race with their most feared enemy, the bat. As bats perfected the use of echolocation to detect prey in the darkness, moths responded with one of the most extraordinary sensory adaptations in the natural world. Some species of moths have developed the most sensitive hearing of any known animal, allowing them to detect the ultrasonic calls of hunting bats from astonishing distances. Unlike humans, who can only hear frequencies up to about 20,000 Hz, certain moth species can detect sounds at an astonishing 300,000 Hz. This gives them the ability to hear bats approaching long before the predators get close, allowing them to perform evasive maneuvers to escape being eaten. Some moths take flight immediately, zigzagging erratically to avoid capture, while others drop straight out of the air, crashing to the ground to evade detection. But the moth's defense mechanisms don't stop there. Some species have evolved the ability to produce their own ultrasonic clicks, jamming the bat's echolocation and confusing the predator mid-flight. These clicks not only interfere with the bat's ability to track the moth but also serve as a warning signal, alerting the bat that the moth may be toxic or distasteful. In essence, the moth has developed an anti-radar system, a biological form of electronic warfare that allows it to evade one of the most sophisticated predators in the sky. Scientists have studied moth hearing extensively, hoping to develop new acoustic technologies inspired by their abilities. Researchers are exploring how the structure of the moth's ear could be applied to designing ultra-sensitive microphones, potentially revolutionizing hearing aid technology and even military sonar systems. The moth's finely tuned ears, perfected over millions of years of evolution, prove that even in the smallest of creatures, nature's ingenuity knows no bounds. The star-nosed mole, the fastest eater on Earth, in the dark, damp tunnels beneath the wetlands of North America, an unusual creature scurries through the soil with an almost alien-like appendage at the center of its face. The star-nosed mole is a small, burrowing mammal, but what sets it apart from all other creatures is its bizarre, star-shaped nose. This unique organ, covered in 25,000 specialized touch receptors, allows the mole to detect and devour prey with unparalleled speed, making it the fastest eater in the animal kingdom. Unlike most mammals, which rely on sight or smell to find food, the star-nosed mole operates almost entirely by touch. Its fleshy, star-like appendage, known as the Imer's organ, is so sensitive that it can detect the smallest movements of insects and worms in total darkness. With each twitch of its nose, the mole rapidly scans its surroundings, identifying food sources in a fraction of a second. What makes the star-nosed mole even more impressive is its speed. It can identify and consume a piece of food in as little as 120 milliseconds, faster than the human brain can process visual information. In a single second, it can inspect and eat up to 8 separate pieces of prey, making it the fastest known forager in the animal kingdom. This lightning-fast feeding behavior ensures that the mole maximizes its energy intake while minimizing exposure to potential predators. Scientists studying the star-nosed mole's sensory system have discovered that its brain processes touch information at an astonishing rate, with a level of efficiency unmatched by any other known mammal. This has led researchers to explore whether similar neural processing techniques could be applied to improving artificial sensory systems, such as robotic sensors and prosthetic limbs. By mimicking the mole's ability to rapidly interpret sensory data, engineers hope to develop more responsive robotic hands and even neural interfaces that can replicate human touch with extreme precision. The star-nosed mole may not be the largest or most intimidating predator in the animal kingdom, but its superhuman sense of touch has made it one of the most efficient hunters in the world. In an environment where speed is everything, this bizarre-looking mammal has mastered the art of rapid detection and consumption, proving that sometimes, survival depends on being the fastest. The shrimp with UV vision, seeing colors humans can't. In the dazzling, colorful world of coral reefs, where predators and prey engage in a daily battle for survival, one creature possesses a vision unlike any other. The mantis shrimp, a small but formidable marine predator, has the most advanced visual system in the animal kingdom. While humans perceive the world through 3 primary color channels, red, green, and blue, the mantis shrimp can see through an astonishing 12 to 16 different color channels, including ultraviolet and polarized light. This means that the mantis shrimp experiences the world in a way that is completely beyond human comprehension, seeing hues and patterns invisible to us. The mantis shrimp's eyes are structured differently from those of other animals. Instead of relying on a single lens for vision, its eyes are divided into multiple sections, each capable of detecting different wavelengths of light. This allows it to analyze its environment with extreme precision, identifying prey, predators, and even mates based on subtle color variations that other animals cannot perceive. Scientists believe that this highly specialized vision gives the mantis shrimp an unparalleled ability to detect hidden prey and spot camouflaged predators lurking in the reef. Beyond its remarkable color perception, the mantis shrimp also has the ability to see polarized light, which is reflected differently by various surfaces in the ocean. This unique feature enables it to detect the slightest changes in water currents, spot approaching threats with ease, and even communicate with other mantis shrimp using signals invisible to the rest of the underwater world. Some species of mantis shrimp have been observed engaging in visual signaling behaviors that suggest a form of secret communication, using polarized light to send messages undetectable by other marine creatures. Scientists are fascinated by the mantis shrimp's vision, as it holds potential applications for human technology. Researchers are studying how its ability to detect polarized light could be applied to developing better optical sensors, high-efficiency cameras, and even medical imaging devices that could detect diseases at an earlier stage. Some military and security agencies have explored using mantis shrimp-inspired vision systems to enhance surveillance and improve underwater navigation. The mantis shrimp's extraordinary eyesight reminds us that the way we perceive the world is just one version of reality. While humans have developed sophisticated technology to expand our senses, animals like the mantis shrimp have been evolving biological superpowers for millions of years. Their ability to see beyond human perception serves as a humbling reminder that nature is filled with wonders we are only beginning to understand. The hidden world of super senses. It's the moth's ultrasonic hearing, the star-nosed mole's lightning-fast touch, and the mantis shrimp's unparalleled vision all represent the extreme sensory adaptations that have evolved in different corners of the animal kingdom. These creatures experience the world in ways that humans cannot even begin to imagine, using senses that seem almost supernatural in their precision and effectiveness. Understanding these biological superpowers has already led to groundbreaking discoveries in science and technology. The moth's hearing is inspiring new developments in audio technology, the star-nosed mole's sensory processing is shaping innovations in robotics, and the mantis shrimp's vision is influencing the next generation of imaging systems. Each of these animals demonstrates that the boundaries of perception are far greater than we once believed, and their abilities may one day help humans unlock new ways of interacting with the world. These super senses are not just tools for survival, they are evolutionary masterpieces that push the limits of what is biologically possible. Whether it's hearing frequencies beyond human detection, sensing the tiniest vibrations in the dark, or seeing colors that exist beyond our spectrum, these creatures remind us that nature has been perfecting sensory technology for millions of years. In the grand design of evolution, humans may think they have mastered their environment, but in reality, we are only just beginning to glimpse the hidden capabilities of the animal kingdom. The natural world is filled with wonders that push the boundaries of what we once believed was possible. From creatures that can generate electricity to those that can regenerate lost limbs, from animals that can see colors beyond human perception to those that can vanish before our eyes, nature has been refining superpowers for millions of years. These incredible abilities are not just random quirks of evolution, they are finely tuned survival strategies that give each species an advantage in its environment. Throughout this journey into the world of animal superpowers, we have explored some of the most mind-blowing adaptations found in nature. The mantis shrimp's devastating punch, capable of breaking glass and producing temperatures hotter than the sun, shows that power does not always come from size. The Arctic tern's record-breaking migration of 44,000 miles per year demonstrates an endurance that defies human limits. The tardigrade's near immortality, allowing it to survive the vacuum of space and extreme radiation, reveals that life can persist even under the harshest conditions. We have seen how nature has developed ways to generate electricity, as with the electric eel, and how some animals, like the platypus, use electroreception to hunt in complete darkness. Others, like the pigeon, have an internal GPS that allows them to navigate the world using Earth's magnetic field, while moths have evolved hearing so sensitive that they can detect the ultrasonic calls of bats and evade them in midair. The star-nosed mole, with its ability to locate and consume prey faster than the human brain can process images, is proof that nature has perfected sensory perception in ways we are only beginning to understand. Some of these abilities border on science fiction. The axolotl's ability to regrow its limbs and even parts of its brain raises the question of whether humans could one day harness similar regenerative abilities. The mimic octopus, with its astonishing skill of impersonating over 15 different marine species, showcases nature's most advanced form of camouflage, while the bombardier beetle, capable of unleashing chemical explosions to deter predators, has evolved a self-defense mechanism that rivals modern technology. These creatures remind us that superpowers are not just a fantasy confined to comic books and movies. They are real, they exist in nature, and they have been evolving long before humans ever imagined them. The future of science inspired by nature. The study of these incredible animals is not just about admiration, it is about learning from them. Scientists have already begun applying the lessons nature has perfected over millions of years to human technology, medicine, and engineering. The Mantis shrimp's impact-resistant club has inspired researchers to develop stronger, more durable materials, including body armor and protective gear. The axolotl's regenerative abilities are being studied in hopes of unlocking new ways to heal wounds, regrow human tissues, and even restore lost limbs. The bombardier beetle's unique chemical reaction is providing insights into fuel efficiency, propulsion systems, and controlled explosions in technology. Nature has already solved many of the problems humans are still trying to figure out. Animals like the electric eel demonstrate how bioelectricity can be harnessed for medical applications, potentially leading to new forms of bio-powered implants and medical devices. The platypus's electroreception is inspiring advancements in underwater navigation and robotic sensors. The pigeon's magnetic navigation system could help develop better, satellite-free GPS technologies. The mantis shrimp's ability to see polarized and ultraviolet light is shaping the future of optical technology, from high-precision cameras to improved medical imaging techniques that could help detect diseases earlier. If humans can learn to replicate these abilities, the possibilities for scientific advancements are endless. Imagine a world where damaged organs could regenerate, where wearable devices could detect electric fields like a platypus, or where artificial intelligence could process sensory information as rapidly as a star-nosed mole. The future of technology is already written in the blueprints of nature. All we have to do is decode it. Which superpower would you choose? As we stand at the crossroads of biology and technology, it is clear that the natural world holds secrets that could redefine what we believe to be possible. These creatures have evolved abilities that surpass human limitations, demonstrating that nature's ingenuity far exceeds anything we have created. Their superpowers may seem beyond reach, but they offer a glimpse into what the future could hold for science, medicine, and innovation. Now, imagine for a moment that you could take one of these superpowers for yourself. Would you choose the Arctic Tern's unparalleled endurance, allowing you to travel the world without limits? Would you want the Mantis shrimp's super strength, capable of breaking objects with a single strike? Perhaps you would prefer the Axolotl's ability to regenerate, ensuring that injuries and aging are no longer concerns. Maybe the mimic octopus's shape-shifting skills intrigue you, allowing you to blend into any environment undetected. The truth is, nature has already equipped the world with powers that defy imagination, and science is working to unlock their full potential. What was once thought impossible, superhuman strength, invisibility, regeneration, and enhanced senses, is already part of the animal kingdom. As we continue to explore these fascinating abilities, we move one step closer to understanding not just the world around us, but also the future of human evolution. So, if you could have one of these animal superpowers, which would you choose? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible discoveries about the hidden wonders of nature. The world is full of secrets,